Feed and grain store right across the street.
Suzuki Swift. Everyday cars that aren't.
We have always taken great pride in the loyalty we have to one another. It's helped us survive the bad times and celebrate the good. Because one of the greatest gifts you can have is the loyalty of family and friends. That's why, like you, we've realised that looking after our own is more important right now than it's ever been. Westpac. Australians have banked on us for 175 years.
Imagine the thrills of racing. Well, it may never be in one of these, but it can be in one of these. Enjoy the fun of motor racing at Auscarts, Melbourne's premier indoor karting centre. Real motor racing at realistic prices. Auscart, open 7 days a week. Get the feel, get behind the wheel at Auscarts. It's exciting, it's fun, and it's at Port Melbourne. Auscarts, it'll drive you wild.
But I'll supply the fun if you supply the bandages.
Meg chooses some highly dangerous fun.
I always wanted to try hang gliding.
In Home and Away, Monday on 7.
Still lots to come on Sportsworld, so I can hope that you'll stay with us. Time now to catch up on all that's been making sport. If we go back a couple of days in AFL football, Fitzroy, I think, surprised a lot of people when they did extremely well against the Adelaide Crows. And who knows, Brooke, the Lions could have a fairy tale finish in the Foster's Cup.
Who knows, Sandy, because it was a great victory for the underdogs on Friday night when Fitzroy dashed the Adelaide Crows Foster's Cup final hopes at Waverley Park. Despite being the rank outsiders, the Lions were in mighty form, ripping into the Crows to take the match 15-5-95 to 9-10-64. Fitzroy will now take on Hawthorn in next Saturday's final for the $55,000 first prize.
As we see the kick from Lyon to half forward. It comes on to Caven from Stevens. Caven, a beautiful kick. Osborne! Yes! Concentration lapse by Adelaide to allow Fitzroy to get it down there so easily. Richard Osborne stabs and goals. Good play by Tasker to read that so well. It's at half. Oh, well played by Hart. Here's a chance as Jamison, bad hand pass to Ingerson, still tapped it on. Here's a chance for Hart again on the left foot into an open goal. Darryl Hart and slams it through.
Back to Maynard, making heavy weather of it, Adelaide. Maynard takes a long time, finally gets his kick to fall forward, and Hodges takes a good mark. And Hodges off the ground, so he's done pretty well on him. Kicked 6 last time, Hodges kicked 4. Adelaide right back in this. Maynard, good tackle on him now. Broderick, well played to Osborne. Wilden caught by Smart, gets it over. Blakey taps it forward. Chance for Morris as he kicked the goal. He has. And that could be enough.
And England made rugby union history today when it beat Wales 24-0 to become the first team for 68 years to win successive Grand Slams in the Five Nations Championship. England also set a new record aggregate points tally of 118 in a Five Nations season, and fullback Jonathan Webb established an individual championship record of 67. Here's some highlights from the game.
The pre-match expectations suggested England only had to turn up to achieve that rarest of rugby feats, back-to-back Grand Slams. And initially, the thronging crowd at Twickenham proved more of a difficult obstacle than the Welsh defence, which cracked in just 57 seconds as Carling was first to reach Andrews' spiralling kick. 20 minutes later, it was 12-0 and a record points total for the championship as England's irresistible forward momentum carried Skinner over. And when Webb slotted over a penalty for 2 individual championship records, a rout was on the cards. But in the second half, the triumphal finale never materialised, with England's own errors and magnificent Welsh defence producing frustration. Eventually, with 6 minutes left, England's overall domination was rewarded, the scorer appropriately on his 50th and probably last appearance, the giant figure of Wade Dooley. The jubilation that greeted the final whistle was unrestrained, though it reflected not perhaps the performance on the day, but 2 seasons of superb historic achievement.
In Edinburgh, France suffered its 7th successive Five Nations defeat at the hands of Scotland when it went down 10-6. And a first for rugby union this week when David Campese took out the Caltex Sports Star of the Year award. The Wallabies winger came out on top against a fine field of finalists, which included Jeff Fennick, marathon swimmer Susie Moroney and champion surfer Damien Hardman. With 400 guests packed into the Sydney Hilton Hotel, it was a who's who of Australian sport. Those who made history and those still confounding the odds.
Susie Moroney was married.
Even the odd politician poked their nose in. The list of finalists said it all. Australians at the forefront of the world.